Let's move on to main topic number 4, shall we? Kaylee, what is our 4th main topic today?
Fourth main topic comes from Kelly D. Hi, John and crew. I recently saw online a rumor about Vision possibly getting a show on Disney+. The last time we saw Vision went on Wandavision, where he had transitioned into White Vision. As much as I'd like to see the character again, I'm unsure if an entire show is needed. I think I'm leaning more towards this possibly being another special presentation, but what do you guys think? I mean, what do you think? Do you think there's enough story for Vision to get, an entire series?
That's kind of the big question, right? Is there enough to do a series on Vision? Now, of course, Vision is the latest installment of the Marvel fake death universe. Oh no, Vision died. Wait, he's back. Oh, he died again in the same movie. Okay, now he's gone. But don't worry, they just copied his entire memory matrix just into this other body that looks just like him. Vision's back. Like, I don't care about the semantics. Vision's back. Vision's here. But they did leave off WandaVision with this incredibly powerful being, this Vision, just going, I need to chill for a bit. Whoosh, and he flies away. And a lot of people thought there would be a good possibility of maybe Vision popping up in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, because, in a world of who can talk Wanda Maximoff down, that's a short list of names. Maybe Hawkeye, maybe Vision, stuff like that. But yes, there are reports going around now that they're going to be doing a series, and some reports that we're familiar with. This comes from the folks at CBR who wrote the following. According to insider Jeff Snyder, you guys, of course, remember Jeff from the Collider days and from the Schmodown and things like that. According to insider Jeff Snyder, Marvel Studios is developing a Vision solo series titled Vision Quest, not to be confused with the 1985 Matthew Modine wrestling movie of the same name. I'm told that next week, Marvel will be opening a writer's room for a Vision show titled Vision Quest, Snyder said. He went on to state that this information is coming from a good source who has been accurate in the past. Now, Jeff isn't always right, but it is important to point out that his most recent kind of scoop was that Harrison Ford was going to be Thunderbolt Ross, and that turned out to be 100% true. And so he's now saying they're going to be doing something with Vision. Now, it also needs to be pointed out, they ended WandaVision with Vision for a reason. Like, they didn't just say, well, let's have Vision alive now and mysteriously fly off somewhere and then never come back to it again. Like, they clearly had a plan in place. Can you do enough with Vision for a series? That's a good question. I don't know. Vision is a magnificent character, especially with the way Paul plays him, as an ensemble, as a part of an ensemble. Again, Chris, you pointed this out the other day. Honestly, one of the greatest moments in comic book show or movie history was the line, what is love if not, or what is grief if not love persevering? It's one of the greatest lines ever in any movie, regardless whether it's a comic book movie or not. That line stays with us and will always. So I don't know about a series. I love your idea of one of these special presentations like Werewolf by Night, like Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special. I could see it more like that, but it sounds like they're going serious, because I don't know if you need a full writer's room for a 1-hour special. So clearly they had a plan for this. I completely believe this story. Chris, you hear about this. Where do you think they can go with a Vision series? Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month. And now for the plot twist. I'm just kidding. There isn't one. Mint Mobile just has premium wireless from $15 a month. There's no trapping you into a 2-year contract or opening the bill to find all these crazy fees. There's no luring you in with free subscriptions to streaming services that you'll forget to cancel and be charged full price for. With my old wireless provider, every month when I opened the bill, it was like playing roulette. I never knew how big the bill was going to be, and it always seemed to get bigger. With Mint Mobile, it's totally different. I know exactly how little I'm paying every month, and there's never any surprises. Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or a family. And at Mint Mobile, families start at just 2 lines. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And guys, you get to use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. So transferring over couldn't be easier. So to get premium wireless from just $15 a month and no unexpected plot twists, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. You'll make your wallet very happy at mintmobile.com/Campea.
They have a lot of wiggle room on this. We can bring in your beloved West Coast Avengers.
Yes, they can.
Because Vision Quest is an arc from the 1980s. And so we can really explore this. Vision in this form, too. I mean, deals with U.S. agent. He deals with a whole bunch of stuff within the Avengers. We have all the stuff with the twins and everything still, too. There's a lot that you can talk about still here. And you also have the foundation of WandaVision. Right? Because now he has all of this information again, right? He has all of this and has to deal with, being his own actualized entity, still having all these feelings, the potential loss of Wanda. I don't think she's dead. I don't trust off-screen deaths. But I think there's a lot of meat here. And it's a really fun arc to revisit, too. So I think they've got a lot of stuff they can use.
John Byrne right there.
Yeah. And a lot of the Disney Plus shows, too, have also been 8-episode arcs. So I feel like this works really well for that. If they want to stay with that model, I think you can do a lot in those 8 episodes.
Wasn't there a point in the comic as well when he actually came up to their kids and basically said, yeah, look, I'm not your dad. I know I look like him and everything. That was a pretty powerful panel of comments. Like, I know I look like him, I ain't your dad. But that brings up the question, listen, within the world of the MCU, currently Wanda's dead, but this is the fake death universe. I fully expect her to be back. In this current MCU universe, those kids don't exist. They're not real. Technically speaking, they have never been real in the MCU. They were just creations, manifestations out of Wanda's mind that apparently somewhere out there in the multiverse there are other versions of them. God, I hate multiverse. Anyway, so I don't know. Could a storyline of this be this white Vision who is imprinted with all the memories and thoughts of, could it be a quest to get those kids? Could it be almost like a continuation of Wanda's quest of trying to get those kids into this reality? I don't know. Is that a possibility? Or what other types of, are there some classic Vision storylines that they could follow here?
Well, I think there's a classic story in the sense that you have an artificial, it's wanting to be a real boy. It goes back to Pinocchio. It's what Data wanted, and first of all, I love Paul Bettany as an actor. Everything from like Master and Commander to smaller indie films like Margin Call when he's playing British gangsters. I think he's an incredible actor. I love his voice. And giving him a show, it's too long. It's been long in coming that an actor of his caliber is front and center. He's always going to be second fiddle. I love how he plays Vision. Love it. And I would love to see him. He will bring the gravitas. And I think it's great when he's with Vision. That's fine. But I think they can really give him the meat that as an actor he deserves to play in his quest, especially his white Vision, to understand who is he? Where is he? How does he belong in this universe? I mean, he's an artificial creation that has this power of the Infinity Stones with him. What does that all mean? And literally somebody questioning their own existence could be a really fascinating story within the MCU. And I think they could do something really, really marvelous with it. I also want to point out that Paul Bettany's also winning at life because he's married to Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I still love his story. I don't know if you guys...
It's one of the most romantic stories ever.
But his story about getting the role of Vision.
Oh, that role.
It was, although his role of being married to Jennifer Connelly is a pretty good role too. But he told the story, I think it was on Jimmy Kimmel, where he said, this is exactly how it happened. He said, I had just met with my agent at a place in Hollywood, and my agent had literally just told me, your days of getting decent roles are done. Just you've had a great career, but really your run is over. And he said, I'm out on Hollywood Boulevard, walking down, having got out of the restaurant, and he said, I'm feeling awful. I've just been told that, my career's over. My phone rings and it's Kevin Feige saying, would you like to play Vision? And he said, my day completely turned around. So it's just the timing of that is great. Let me ask you, this is a possible scenario. He's imprinted with everything of Vision on him, right? Mm-hmm. And that's going to, I think, become more and more a part of him. I think he's going to become more and more Vision-like. So it's Vision, everybody. It's Vision. Could this story be him trying to bring back Wanda? Like him finding out all the details of the events of Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness and finding a way to bring Wanda back. Could that be a part of the story here?
It could.
Anything's possible.
But I really think they're going to concentrate on him as an entity, as a being, as a living, breathing individual, and what it means to be him. I mean, that's why, hence the title Vision Quest. I don't think, although I could be wrong, and he's questing after Wanda and the kids and whatever. I could see that, wanting to put his family back together. But I think there's probably more to it than that.
Yeah, I do like the idea of a self-actualization journey too, especially because I mean, in the show, it's Sword who builds him, right, instead of Vigilance.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of the why am I here? Why was I made? Because that goes down to the most interesting thing about AIs is your prime directive, right? What is the purpose of me? Which is a very, very mechanical response to things. But then you also can then, with something so self-actualized, explore the existential possibilities of what is the point of existing and what is your purpose on Earth.
And yeah, what is his responsibility to humanity and the rest of existence?
And here, all I thought he was going to do is eat peyote in the desert.
That would be an interesting movie too. All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about that? It sounds like there is a Vision series coming, whether it's a full series, which it probably is, or even as a 1 hour special presentation. I would dig that too. What do you think? Are you looking forward to it? What kind of storyline do you think they could follow in that? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.